Yeah. Praise Kuma. Praise Kuma. Okay.
All right. Praise Kuma.
Let go.
Hello, hello, hello. And welcome to another. Oh, I was like, what are you doing? Volume 1, One Piece chapter review and discussion. Today, we are talking about the incredible milestone, chapter 1100. Thank you, Bonnie. What an incredible chapter. As long as we're in these Kuma flashbacks, I'm playing that song at the beginning of every stream.
Like this. Back and forth like this.
If we ever film the music video, that's the dance right there.
That's the dance right here.
That's the dance. Praise Kuma.
Like this, like this. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Hey,
Ooh.
little paw.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
How is everybody doing today?
Hi, everybody.
Welcome. Thank you for tuning in.
We're back on Thursday.
Yes, and it feels good.
We did Sunday last week because of Thanksgiving. But yeah, it definitely felt weird. And I feel like, I don't know. I feel like, we have 3 cameras.
We still have 3 cameras. What's good?
We have to be careful not to hit the table too much. And we'll try our best.
I'm sure we'll mess up, but
we definitely will. But yeah, it feels good to be back on a Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And what a great chapter. I got teary eyed.
Same.
Yeah. I got teary eyed. I was like, I can't cry. I can't audibly sob.
Right.
Because then I'd have to take this
Redo
all
your
off, because it was like going. It was like I could feel it bubbling. And it was like still controllable. I was like, okay, get a grip. But
yeah, this chapter, this whole flashback has been insane. It's been beautiful. It's been everything. I have been having the best time being a weekly reader during this specific flashback, and this chapter was no exception in terms of like how incredibly sad it was. It's kind of funny though, because last week we were speculating. I forgot to get the book out. I'll get it out in a bit, because we have some things to stamp. But we were going back and forth about what was going to happen, and I had all these theories, and I really believed that it was because of how dark the flashback had been so far. I was convinced that Kuma finally becoming a cyborg was going to be also something that was like way darker than it ended up being. And yeah, go ahead.
And also, like, we knew, like, we were kind of speculating, and I think I just forgot, but we knew that he did it, like, he did it, he didn't do it against his will.
Yeah.
He did it willingly, and that was said again and again and again from, like, everyone, and it was explained to Bonnie, like, he did it to himself, like, he agreed to these terms. And the fact that Vegapunk was keeping that information from her makes sense now, because I didn't think that was going to have to be included in the deal of like, you can just never see her again. It's going to be, you guys are, and she's going to be a slave if you ever try to get in contact with her. So like, it makes sense why Vegapunk was being really weird about the whole situation, or like questions being asked. But yeah, he did it on his own. And I think maybe I just forgot that, because I was like, there's no way, like, there has to be a reason. And the reason is Bonnie. It's always been Bonnie. It's always going to be Bonnie. Anything that happens to him, anything that he agrees to, anything he puts himself through, is going to be for Ginny or Bonnie.
Yes.
And that's exactly what we saw in this chapter. And it was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. We were just expecting it to get worse. And it did get worse, because that's probably like the worst. No, that's not the worst thing. Mm-hmm. The worst thing for him is like to have Bonnie live her life as a slave. That's probably the top. So not seeing her is worth that. Not ever seeing her again is worth that, as long as he knows. But damn, it got me.
Yeah, and that was just like part of this chapter, man. This chapter was jam packed. We cut to all of these other characters and got to see what they were doing at this time, or how they reacted to Kuma becoming a warlord of the sea. We also got to see Kizaru in a very like different light, no pun intended. But yeah, man,
that's funny.
It's really, this is what I think is really good writing. We're currently watching a show. It's called Yellow Jackets. In our spare time, it's not a great show. It's not a terrible show, but I'm not saying go watch it. But I say that because it's a show that cuts from the past to the present.
Yes, very much. I mean, when you think about shows that do that, I'm a sucker for that. When I see characters like between timelines, I guess, of their own lives, like young and old, like seeing how they react to certain situations or do certain things and how much they've changed over time. And I just think that we're so spoiled and we've become so spoiled because of now reading One Piece.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, no one can do it better. Like Oda's just on another level. It's like comparing like the Fallout games to like any other game. Like I just like in my mind, I'm like nothing can compare to like what I feel.
Advice that you have like at the core of this show. However, in One Piece, in this chapter, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I've been craving because what we see with Kizaru here, it recontextualizes everything we saw before. So when I was, really gung-ho about how Kizaru was just going to get thrown around by Gear 5 Luffy, and then he showed up and he wasn't really like interested in fighting. He just was there to kind of like take out Vegapunk, but even in doing so, when not being able to like follow through on that when Saturn shows up and he's like, this is sloppy work even by your standards, or especially by your standards, it recontextualizes this whole moment and makes me think he was holding back. It makes me see it all so much differently because of the information we got in this chapter. Maybe he wasn't, but maybe he is. The way Oda specifically chose to panel that moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you think that, do you think it's a situation with like, I was going to reference like JJK. Do you think it's a situation where he is trying to like, tire Luffy out?
I mean, that's probably the smarter thing to do.
It's the smarter thing to do than go full out and then both of you be tired. Like, I mean, not saying that Luffy can't bounce back pretty easily, if not like completely, which is kind of like, okay, but you know what I mean? Like, is that like a situation you could see happening, or do you think it's more personal? Because Kizaru has always been a character that we've not had issues with. I think we've been more frustrated with like Aokiji's decisions. We're like, wait.
Yeah.
Where are you? Where do you land? And everyone has their own sense of like justice and how they like operate. And Kizaru, we've kind of just like put to the side and been like, yeah, you're just that type of guy. You're just that type of guy who is just trying to clock in, clock out, whatever. But maybe there's like more. I mean, we're seeing this flashback, like you were saying, like hopefully we see more of that that guy, because they do have a history and I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like, yeah. Like, does that make any sense? Like, that would be cool, I guess.
Yeah, it's crazy too. Like,
there was a theory about Saturn and him like beating Saturn's ass. I was like, what would that?
I mean, it's not entirely improbable because, again, dude, the foreshadowing is insane. Going back to Sabaody and looking at the panels of Sentomaru, Kizaru, and Kuma, and Luffy specifically saying like, these are the people I want to get stronger than, and these are the people I want to, be able to defeat. And then these three people kind of all ending up on Luffy's side. It's just, it's like kind of symbolic. And it's, again, the foreshadowing is insane. Kizaru hasn't completely, made that leap yet. But
no, and I
don't know. That's something that we'll definitely pose to you guys watching right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
So much to unpack, dude. So much. I just want to again welcome everybody. We got a super chat, a couple that I want to shout out. The first one comes from CP9.
Oh,
you got to be careful, dude.
Got to be careful.
CP9 says, last time I donated, I forgot to write a message. Always happy to hear from you too. Much love.
Oh,
Dude, when you got Cypher Pole on your side,
you're goated.
That means that you're safe. That means that you're safe. Yeah. That means that you're doing something right when you
CPP.
have CPP9 on your side. No, shout out CP9. Thank you so much. Yeah, incredible. You're an amazing person. We love you. Hassan Batla with another super chat. Saturn really using them U.S. healthcare
Shit.
pricing. Yeah, dude, they're really squeezing my guy.
Yeah. And they know they can.
Yeah, they really know they can.
And if he does, like, that's what's so crazy. Like, I don't know. Like, he's just he has no other choice.
Dude, he
like
doesn't.
He's bargaining. Like, he's literally like, yeah. Again, I made a joke about like he is making a deal with the devil, and he said like I would make a deal with the devil if it meant saving Bonnie. And it's like, oh, in this chapter he literally does. Here's the terms. Your life is mine, and if you do not give it to me, and if you do not agree to the terms that I set, and you break the contract that we have, then I'm taking someone else's life.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Crazy.
Like, oh my, like, it's literally so dark. Like, it's so much more dark. Like, okay, sure. Like, you know, ending, like, them killing her is like horrible still. But just the fact that he's like, oh, and if you don't, like, we won't only just kill her, like, we're gonna make her a slave for the rest of her life, and I'll make sure of that. Like,
yeah, the one thing that would really, like, the last thing Kuma would ever want. I mean, anyone would ever want, but like, especially to Kuma and everything that he's been through, and even Ginny, like everything that went to Ginny, like they got liberated just to like be taken again. Like, fuck that. Like, no. Yeah.
No. And to have the same thing happen to, like, no.
Yeah. Another thing I wanted to point out too is this like mention of, first of all, Ace. Anytime Ace is in a chapter, I get excited. I love it. Makes me sad too, but you know, I'm just excited to see him at this point. I never read the Ace light novel, but as we're getting like all of these things trickled throughout the story of what Ace has accomplished or did accomplish in his like short amount of time that he had is like crazier and crazier and crazier to me. And there's a mention here in this chapter of a warlord that he took out, which I think, and I could be wrong, I do have a tweet pulled up that I'll credit that does like list all of what Ace did in the amount of time that he did it.
Like knowing like the hockeys and everything.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he was like too goated.
And also like, I think taking out a warlord in his first year, I mean, he is, you know, Roger's son, but still, that's fucking crazy. But I saw a really interesting
they said the
theory.
warlord was Jimbei.
I don't, because it made it sound like they took out, he took out a warlord. And Jimbei's right there with him reading
But he didn't like
paper.
take him out. Maybe they're just like, oh, they took him out.
It could be. But
again, sorry guys, we've only read the series.
No, I mean, I'm pretty
I forget
confident
sometimes. I'm like, wait.
I'm pretty confident that it could also not be Jinbei. I mean, it could be, but
he was still a warlord. Then who was it?
That's what I'm saying. Tess is saying I'm extremely confident it's not Jinbei. That's what I'm saying.
Then
like,
who was it?
That's the intriguing part, dude. It's a character that Kuma was the last warlord to be like instated as to be given that title, right? But there was someone before that seems like we've never met before. We have no context of other than like Ace taking him out. And I heard an interesting theory that I want to be true so bad that it could be a character that we'll meet later, and that is the person that is the man that was marked by flames, because Ace took them out with his devil fruit ability, marked by flames. He was a previous warlord, extremely powerful. We don't know anything about him, but it would be enough thread to connect him to what's going on now, if that makes sense. It's just interesting. I like that idea.
Interesting.
Not my own original idea. I saw it online and I liked it. And so I'm repeating it. But yeah, I really like that idea. A beautiful lie. It was Jinbei. I'm spreading misinformation. Kaden, that theory is marked by flames. Tess saying we don't know the warlord and might never know. There was a filler warlord in a video game with a paper fruit. Paper is really weak against fire, so maybe it's him. Yeah, I mean, could be. Yeah. So I don't know. Curiouser and curiouser. Anyway, we'll go through everything and talk about it, in a more beat by beat way, just so that we don't miss anything. But again, I have so many questions for you guys, like wondering specifically like what this means for Kizaru. I saw some people saying like it doesn't necessarily surprise them because it is more, I guess, that like Kizaru would turn his back on the world government, not on the Marines, if that makes sense. Like there are so many like Fujitora, Garp, the list goes on and on, but there are a lot of people in the Marines, Kobe, who are good. So he would be like the Marines or these people would be turning against the world government, not necessarily this organization that is the Marines. I don't know. Another super chat from D ! Let's go.
Thank you.
Kizaru, Sentomaru, and Pacifista let Bonnie go in Saboti. It's all coming together. I saw another interesting thing. I went deep, dude. This chapter made me go deep. Another thing, I don't know. This seems like a bit of grasping at straws, but either way, I thought it was interesting. In Saboti, I guess there's a moment where Kizaru is like pursuing, I believe, the Straw Hats or Luffy, and he's like zipping around everywhere. And then Apu shows up, and Apu starts like banging on his chest, and it's like the beat of a drum, and Kizaru stops, and he kind of like looks to see like what the sound of like the drums is. And I don't know if that meant anything, but in hindsight, I mean, it would be kind of cool because, I mean, just again, the choice to like have him silhouetted doing the dance. Yeah, I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying?
It would be cool. The reason why he stopped was because he thought it was the drums of liberation.
Potentially. I mean, he would be aware maybe of the drums of liberation, and he would just stop in that moment.
Like,
yeah, he'd be like, "That
where
cat,
is he? Huh? Oh, he's like, what's going on here? All the homies hate Apu.
Bro, Verm, fuck Apu.
Yeah.
The character, fuck Apu. Yeah.
And I see a lot of people talking about like Sabo in this flashback, saying like, how did he not know that Ace was alive? Like, how is that possible? When like he
had amnesia, right?
Yeah, but at this point,
yeah,
right?
because it happened to him when he was a kid.
Oh,
when
did he remember though?
He remembered in Dressrosa.
Yeah.
Or when Luffy when he saw the paper,
Yeah.
of Ace's death.
There's another thing that I read. Take the camera off me.
Sorry. Japanese Jim said, "Did either of you read the Ace novels?" No, I didn't read them. I've been wanting to read them.
I think Gavin either just posted a video about it or is going to, because I saw a thumbnail that he's working on.
Yeah, no, the video's posted. I saw it before we went live.
Yeah,
which is super dope. Yeah, so I mean that explains the whole Sabo thing. But at the very end of the chapter 2, Kuma showing up to Fuchsia Village is really, really interesting, and a couple of like lines of dialogue make me think that he might not end up like actually going on land and like interacting with Luffy specifically, but like why he was kind of there at all is super interesting. And will the flashback continue in the next chapter, and will we see him like do something there? Is there somebody there that he is meeting or talking to or wants to check out? Is it because of everything that happened in Sorbet and the king saying that he got the idea from another island and he's going to like check that out? I mean, I don't know. The whole gray terminal situation, I don't know. But
yeah,
he's checking on Luffy since Dragon can't get off his ass. You know what's funny, Dwayne, is I heard somebody else say that could be a possibility, but the way that Ivankov reacted to Luffy in Impel Down like makes it seem like Dragon never talked about like having a kid or never.
No.
So Kuma would if Dragon
would
didn't tell
never.
Ivankov, then why would he tell Kuma? You know what I mean?
No, Dragon would never be like, hey, Kuma, can you please go check on Luffy?
I think, Dwayne was being funny. Yeah.
No, never on his life. He don't give a shit about that kid.
Ramone's going to clap Makino.
Jesus
that
Christ.
is that is Makino's baby daddy. Kuma. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit.
That's
We cracked
so
it.
funny.
We cracked it.
Oh man, my favorite Dragon quote is ... Bro,
that was
nothing.
so funny too. We have something to show from Beans later too.
And might be a hot take, and we talked about this, I think, in the actual like whole cake episode. But when it comes to Sabo's amnesia, that's when I was like, okay, this is a little like not my favorite thing in One Piece for a character. But with Big Mom, I really enjoyed it because of like her nature. And what she went through like as a child and growing older with like just like trauma and like just being used as a tool and stuff. Like I like that she was able to just like be, I don't know, childlike again, even though she was crazy as a kid and she did have like anger issues still. That was just nice to see from her. She is evil and she's not a good person. But I liked that. I didn't think it was like a thing that was just thrown into the story just because it was convenient. But with Sabo sometimes I'm like, but why though? Like why didn't or like why didn't he just end up dying, you know? But I know now because he is like kind of extremely relevant in the story right now and he is kind of goated.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Bean said his favorite Dragon quote was ... And this is not a direct canon quote from Kuma, but this is my favorite Kuma quote right here. When I die, I want Monkey D. Dragon to lower me into my grave so he can let me down one last time. It's so funny. Oh man, I love it, dude. It's my favorite thing that's happening in the community right now. Both sides of it. All right, let me cue this up and we'll start going through the chapter more beat by beat.
Yes.
Let me see. I have a video that I want to play at the end too. And it might not be funny, but it was funny to me. And it was inspired by something that Beans cooked up that we'll show after we get through this. So chapter 1100. Thank you, Bonnie. Cute ass cover page too.
Yeah, I always loved those guys.
Yeah, the boys.
The boys. I was really sad they weren't in the live action, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. I mean, yeah, they had a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah.
And Sanji and Usopp together, I'll take it. I like seeing combinations of the Straw Hats. You know, that I feel like we don't always get to see, you know. Then we cut to Swaggy, Mafioso, Kizaru right here. What the hell, dude? I mean, we've seen him wear a hat like this before, but
the Rizzler himself.
This is the Rizzler, dude. I mean, he is insane. He's going too hard right now. Like, bro, chill the fuck out. But yeah, and here we do see a side of him that cares about Vega Punk and trying to kind of like, I guess not scold him, but just as a friend, tell him like, bro, you're a genius. Why didn't you comb the fucking nooks and crannies of this lab before you started making deals with pirates?
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy that the government likes to pretend that they're not cool with that when that's literally all they fucking do. Not all they do, but they've done it when it's convenient for them.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like what we see in the chapter later when he's like, oh, so this is your solution to make them just obey you.
Yeah.
Because they don't listen. Because they're literally pirates. Got it.
No, I mean, yeah. They don't. None of them listen.
None of them respect you. No one gives a shit.
But yeah, he was getting spied on. They heard the whole thing. And then we see a young Drake right here. And I actually,
What's like an early album of Drake?
I mean, I don't remember like his first two, the names of his first two. I know it was like Take Care was like his third one, but
Trying to think of like what era of Drake this is.
I mean this could be like Take Care Drake.
Take Care
right
Drake.
here. Yeah. I feel like, he looks so different without his fucking crazy ass hair and mask.
Mm-hmm.
It took me a minute to even realize like who this was.
Degrassi Drake. That's good, Zigzag.
Fuck, dude,
That's good.
Degrassi
That's
shit.
that's how I knew who Drake was at all.
I mean, I think that's how most people knew him.
Yeah.
I mean, me too. I mean, that's how I knew who he was.
And you're like, oh shit, this guy?
And I was like,
What the
Aubrey?
heck? Aubrey?
Is that Aubrey?
Damn.
But yeah, so they bring Addended Mushi in so that Saturn can speak to them. And he's the one giving the terms that are, one, he has to undergo this procedure. He has to become a warlord, and he has to agree to like pretty much sacrifice his consciousness. The warlord shit, and I'll be honest too, all of this, to me, Ramon, a member of our community, it's so funny. He had said something, I think during the last chapter stream that we did. He was like, "You guys are overthinking it." And you know what's so funny is I think that I was, because it really is as simple as, sure, there are many reasons why they want him to sort of like give up his consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the big thing that is kind of like a no-brainer is that he was a huge figure in the Revolutionary Army. So of course, like, they have Bonnie like as leverage, but outside of that, like, how much can they really trust him? They want to erase sort of his sense of self because it would be a huge hit to the Revolutionary Army, and it would just be extra insurance that he wouldn't, because his whole reputation is like fighting against the world government.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just would be like an extra bit of insurance that he would never turn against them.
Yes.
In any way.
Yes.
So, I mean, it makes sense, dude. It's evil, it's mean, it's cruel, and how dare you, but it makes sense from the world government's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Vegapunk gets pretty upset about this.
Vagapunk's reaction faces are absolutely insane. I think it's just always because his mouth is open, so he just looks so terrified all the time. Like, he's just like,
yeah. Huh? I have an outfit for you.
I have an outfit for you, specifically designed to your every curve and crevice.
Now, can we say that did Vegapunk design the outfit? Or have we seen Kuma in the outfit prior to him visiting Vegapunk and becoming a weapon?
I think we've seen that. He's had that coat.
The circle.
I think so.
The circle.
The jacket and the pants he's had, I think.
He's had the hat for sure.
He's had the hat for sure.
He's had the hat for sure.
But what about the glasses?
Yeah, what about the glasses, and what about that, like his iconic white circle with like the cross going through it outfit? Maybe Vegapunk is a designer too. Fashionista. I want to shout out this super chat, but let me catch up on it really quick, because we do have a couple more. Let's see, where do we leave off? Caden
with the heart.
Caden.
Aw, Caden.
It's so cool.
Oh, a heart? The perfect sound for that.
That's a more?
There it is. Shout out Caden. Thank you, Caden.
Thank you, Caden.
And a very generous super chat from
Jonathan R.
What can I say? He's an awesome guy.
That's a more?
Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you, dude. Thank you. Kuma made that big sacrifice for Bonnie to live and enjoy life, and for Josh and Mehgan to finally get a PS5 for their gaming streams.
Praise
Kuma. Hold on.
Praise Kuma.
Also hoping Kuma's blessing helps Mehgan with the big word errors Josh's humiliation kink causes her.
Thank you.
Shout out Jonathan R.
Thank you, Jonathan R. Yeah, it's hard sometimes. It's hard sometimes, but
this is a blessing. And I think it's a blessing from Jonathan R. and it's a Kuma blessing at the same time. Shout out Jonathan R, dude. That's incredible, dude. Wow. And Quattro, member for 23 months.
Oh my gosh.
Is there
Quattro.
anyone else in this community who has that badge of honor?
Let's
Shout out
go.
Quattro. Quattro said, yo, what up, y'all? Hope you guys have been doing great. Keep pumping out the banger content, but I love y'all and shout out the best community on YouTube, Justice for Platinum. Shout out Quattro, dude. Justice for Platinum Man. Come on now. That show was not... I mean, I guess it's just the expectation of what we expected it to be because it was from the creator of Death Note. Those are pretty... You know what I mean? That's going to make our expectations a little higher than they would have normally been. Love you, Quattro. Shout out, dude. Black Friday missed PlayStation 5 discount gone. I kind of did look and I didn't see any on Amazon, but maybe there was like in store. Okay.
But yeah, the Vega Punk stays being gagunked and he is pretty upset. I mean, this is just like Kuma's like, fuck. Kuma's feeling that shit right now. Look at him.
Yeah, dude.
He's like
hand
palmed.
Yeah.
He's paw-pawing his fucking face right now. And Vegapunk's like, what?
Yeah.
This is murder. It'd be perverse to murderify a body like that. He's basically dead.
Yeah. Then we get to, I think, what is the most beautiful, heartbreaking, sad panel of the whole chapter, of the whole flashback, dude. I mean, this got me.
I know, even fucking Vegapunk's like, Kuma.
Yeah. I mean, it's like this. I feel like this panel and this face will be as iconic as like the Korra zone.
Oh, the Korra. I mean, even like I Want to Live too.
And I Want to Live. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like I Want to Live. The Korra zone smile though, that panel and this panel. I mean, it's incredible.
I love the nuance too of like his smile because it's not a full, it is like he's smiling fully, but like his lip is just up a little bit. Like he is trying to hold back, like being sad.
Yeah.
Like he's like,
and I think he is kind of like, I mean, there's so many emotions I would imagine. Like
no, he's grateful. He is like so grateful to even have this opportunity to get her cured at all. But he just knows like, damn, like it's all for her. Like, you know, part of him's like, I, you know, obviously love her, but I just can't see her ever again. Like, and I'm always, that always gets me in a story when like someone knows, or like a parent or a caretaker or something goes on, I don't know, like not necessarily, but like, I don't know, not lies to their kid or like the thing that they're caring for, but they're kind of like misleading them, like, oh yeah, I'll see you in a couple months, but they know they're never going to see him again. And like just the couple panels of them like together and like them like, you know, hanging out, that's what really got me. Like this face obviously was like, oh my God, like that's so sad. But like the time they were spending before, I was like, she has no idea that he's just going to be like erased. Like he's not going to be who you are seeing right now. He's just going to leave. And yeah, she just has no idea. She's like completely oblivious, which is so sad.
Yeah, dude. It's this panel and this whole flashback. We had kind of talked about it last week a little bit too, about like, and maybe we will do this for like a community live or something, but going back through and sort of deciding who our favorite One Piece characters besides the Straw Hats are. But I have to say, like, as of now, Kuma's top 3, dude. Kuma's top 3, like, favorite One Piece character outside of the Straw Hats. But yeah, man, this was everything. God damn, dude.
We have another donation really quickly here from Beans. Thank you, Beans, so much.
I think oh yeah, you're right.
Chapter 100, Dragon saved Luffy from Smoker, his only feat. Chapter
his only feat. His only one.
Chapter 1100, Kuma. 1100? Yeah, chapter 1100, he sacrificed himself for Bonnie's future, one of his amazing many feats.
Yeah, dude, exactly. Many. Praise Kuma. Praise him.
Kuma.
Yeah, Yeah, absolutely, man. God, so good.
His only feeds.
Let's see. Gidio0471. Besides the Straw Hats, he got top 5 easy. Yeah. D said, then who's first and second? I mean, I'm not saying that Kuma is third. Kuma might be like second. I don't even know if he would be first necessarily, but he's in the top 3. And when we do that stream, I'll have to think about it. I really want to carefully think about it. I don't have it off the top of my head right now, but I would say Kuma would be in that top 3 for sure, without a doubt. No questions. No questions about it. Love that man. Hot fart. Shout out Hot Fart. That's like our own custom sound for Hot Fart. Kuma is one of the kindest and best fathers in fiction. Even Kizaru is shook by his kindness. I hope everyone is doing well. And happy birthday, Josh. Thank you, Hot Fart. Thank you.
Aww.
Good smell. Flavor.
Yeah, Josh's birthday's on the 2nd.
Saturday. D said Buggy and Foxy are 1 and 2. And that's Megan's list. Megan's list.
Ooh.
All right. Thank you guys so much, by the way. Let's continue on. This is where we get to see the moments that they had, because it's going to take 6 months for the operation, and then it's going to take another year of like rehabilitation.
Mm-hmm. And then about 2 years minimum for Kuma.
So Kuma gets to be with Bonnie during that 6 months, but then after that 6 months and during that year, that's when he's not able to see her anymore, and that's when that like zero communication thing.
And I
starts.
just want to, can you scroll up just a little bit? No, scroll down. The size. Look at this man.
Kuma?
No.
Oh, of his head.
Bro.
Of his head.
Bro.
Yeah,
like
Vega
we
Punk's
know
head.
that shit is big and
It's
was
this panel.
big, but bro.
It's
It's absolutely insane.
the panel of Vega Punk's big ass fucking head, dude. Damn. Best thing he ever did was lob that shit off. Crazy.
I mean, it must. Oh my god! I mean, I don't understand how he even does that.
He's full of knowledge.
How does he even do that? Damn. How does he even fucking okay?
So yeah, they're continuing to talk to Saturn. Oh, and in that moment too, we did see both Kizaru and Vegapunk, like their reactions, like was mentioned in the chat a moment ago, like their reactions to this like selflessness that Kuma has, this like protective nature that he has. Like Vegapunk shook, and even Kizaru is. It looks like he's doing a gesture to me that signifies like it
Respect.
almost respect, and that he might also be like holding back tears of his own. You know?
No, he's like, it's more of like a like this, like this.
Hold on, let me.
Damn, that's fucked up. Damn, that's really fucked up though.
It works because you have a hat. I wish I had a hat.
Oh, if you wanted volume 1, custom hat, embroidered, really nice quality, you could pick it up today at our volume 1 merch shop.
Link in the description below. But yeah, I don't know, man. That got me, dude. So continuing on, we do have that whole montage of them together. And his request is that Bonnie be able to have that year in the church where she grew up, which they agree to because she's going to be under government supervision anyway. And yeah, man, it's just so kind of like wholesome, but sad because you know what comes after.
Yeah, this is what got me. This is like the whole operation. Like, oh my god,
dude,
like literally them like on the like tables and like the daddy photo. Like, stop.
Bro.
Like, stop. Like, stop. That's enough.
The panel of Bonnie
That's
like
enough.
going under at the same time, like showing Kuma going under. This shit.
That's enough.
When this shit is animated, it is so impactful in the manga alone, but when this shit gets animated, it is going to break me.
The Sentomaru freaking piggyback.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't.
Yeah. God damn, dude. Them all eating pizza together. Kizaru
they're
included.
munching, and that's a huge pizza.
It has to be, dude. You got to feed a buccaneer, and a lot of it goes to Vegapunk's big ass head too.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. He needs a lot of brain power.
He needs a lot of brain power.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to show that panel too. I'm just trying to be careful about how much we show. But yeah, this panel, the panel of them all dancing, because this is the one that kind of makes me believe that Kizaru is going to betray the world government. Like I said, not necessarily the Marines, but the world government. And might help the Straw Hats, because it is more clear to me now, I feel like personally, and I'm also asking everybody who's watching right now when I say this, but to me, it is more clear that the main villain of the Egghead arc is Saturn, right? And
yeah.
there was a moment where I thought maybe Kizaru was like an antagonistic force.
Or like York.
Right? Absolutely. But now, after seeing this, and it kind of like changing how I view the events that we saw prior in the present, I'm thinking that it might be a situation where Kizaru helps them defeat Saturn. Saturn,
maybe in like his own little way, though.
Maybe
where
in
he's
his
like,
own lazy justice
he's like,
way.
I'm not opening this door. I'm not opening this door for you. I'm just like opening it because it's like hot in here. Like, like letting them out.
Right,
like some stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
Like I would feel like he would do that. But anyway.
The Za looks immaculate too, though.
The cheese pull on that bitch.
Good pull. That's a good pull.
Good pull. That's a cheesy Za. And it reminds me of like, when you were a kid when you get like perfect attendance.
I never had that.
You never had that?
No. I never had that.
As even like in elementary? Your mom was a teacher.
Yeah, but she, we had, snow days, and she's a human too.
Okay,
she had to take days off. She had to call in sick sometimes. I don't think I don't have a memory of ever having perfect attendance. Maybe I did. I don't know.
Well, you're making me feel bad.
Because you had perfect attendance, so you got a pizza party and I didn't?
Well, I had to go to school. Because
I had to go to school too.
But I had to go to school.
But what about when your parents were sick? Well, I guess it's because like I had a single mom. So if my mom couldn't go, she was sick, then there's no one else.
Exactly.
So yeah, there wasn't like my dad lived in a different state, so it wasn't like he could just come pick us up and take us to school for her. And I didn't get a pizza party because my parents were freaking divorced.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
You're making me feel bad. I asked a simple question. You're giving me all your fucking trauma and shit. Like, I just asked a simple question. You were like, oh, actually, my parents are divorced? Boom. Fuck it. Where's the Vine boom? Like, parents are divorced. I have a single mom, so she can't do everything all the time. Like, damn, bitch. Like, I didn't try to get that deep, and you, like, just brought that shit. You were waiting for that shit.
I wasn't waiting.
Anyone else to get a perfect attendance?
I'm sure there's a lot of people in the chat who had perfect attendance. But did you guys really get a pizza party?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Or like trips and stuff.
I mean, trips. Actually, I don't know if that's awesome because that's not necessarily like at a certain age. That's not even in your control. And like as a kid, it's like it's not up to you if you have perfect attendance. It's kind of up to your parents.
No, yeah. I mean, I was walking distance from my school.
Oh.
I was like literally I could see it from my house. But also my parents both worked, so I had to go to school because like they were both working.
Right.
And then I went to like daycare after.
Yeah.
To like 6 o'clock.
It's a hard life.
Is that enough trauma for you?
I mean, I wasn't a trauma contest.
Megan, you monster. Just a few days away from his birthday.
Anyway, great cheese pull. That's all we're saying. Great cheese pull.
Damn. I think we did get a donation. Let me just pull this up really quick.
Let's go.
Ramona Villa.
Oh, Ramon.
Thank you, Ramon.
Damn, son.
Is
Where'd you
Josh's
find
birthday?
this?
Vega Punk should look at those jeans. How did you live that long? That's fucking crazy.
Bro, that's so crazy.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, Vega Punk should run some experiments, dude. Because maybe I am part of a ancient race of a people that
half white, half Mexican. Mixed kids? Like, what do you mean?
It didn't really work out. I started losing it as I was saying it. I was like, this doesn't really make sense. Anyway, touche, Ramon. That was a good one. Shout out, Ramon. Another super chat from Alazar.
Mexicans.
Wexicans? I don't know if you could say that.
Why?
That sounds crazy. I don't know if you can say that, dude. Canceled.
It's not. It's a mix. It's a blend.
I know.
Okay, what would be better?
I don't know. I don't know. Let's just move on. Let's move on. Alizar Amos.
Good smell. Flavor.
I think Scopper Gavin Rogers,
Second mate.
was the warlord that Ace beat, and it would make sense that he knows a lot to be the man with burn scar. Would also make sense why Ace fought him. See? He could be the man marked by flames, and it could be Scopper Gavin Rogers, second mate.
I think Scooper, you got it like par right there. When the moon hits the sky,
I did.
like a big pizza pie.
When the moon hits
I have a lot
the
of questions
sky
I
like
want
a
to
big pizza
pose to everybody,
pie,
and this is
that's
one of them.
Amor?
Like, do you think there's a possibility that warlord could be the man marked by flames? Just curious. Shout out Alizar. And shout out Spicy Kimchi with a member comment.
Spicy Kimchi!
15 months. Following the series for 20 plus years, and y'all really caught up at the best time. Looking forward to seeing this story to the end with you two and everyone. Shout out Spicy Kimchi. That's a more, dude.
That's
for real.
freaking more.
Yeah, man, we really did catch up at the best time.
Yeah.
And Spicy Kimchi, oh my God, with a very, I didn't even notice the other one, the one underneath it was also from Spicy Kimchi.
That's Amor?
Shout out Kimchi. Yeah, Kimchi. Generous Kimchi. Yeah.
Let's begin our class today. I'm gonna teach
Spicy
you
Kimchi, happy early birthday, Josh. Old man, old as fuck. So old you farting dust. God fucking damn it, dude. Jesus Christ, I was celebrating. I was saying, oh, generous kimchi, kimchi. And then he fucking said, old man, period. Old as
man.
fuck, period. You so old farting dust, period.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I never use that one.
Losh for real.
Thank you, Kimchi. I'll since we weren't able to coordinate the birthday roast this year, I'll take it. I appreciate it. And I do like it too.
I like it.
I do like it too.
Okay, so back to the chapter cheese pull. We're gonna get past that. Yeah, Bonnie goes back to the church. They're back at the church. She's gonna be raised by Granny Connie, which I do like. Rolls off the tongue. I love how Bonnie is doing that. Classic Luffy face as well.
Yeah,
with the shines and everything. So this is the Queen Dowager Connie, the sword by royal family. I love the hat. Gonna make a comeback later.
Yeah, she's so cute, dude. Every time, from the last chapter when we saw her for the first time, I think that was the first time we saw her. Outside of when Bonnie transformed into like a version of her or whatever, or like looked like her. She is so funny. Every time she came on page, I was dying of fucking laughter. That bit was so fucking hilarious, dude. I love Connie. And then we see another character, a new character who in this translation is Cypher Pole number 8, Intelligence Agent Alpha. And
Alpha.
Only reason I say that is because there's a note on TCB that says a direct romanization would be Alufa, which is making people think. Well, at first I saw
Alufa, Khalifa.
At first, right?
Suds, Bubbles,
Alufa.
Alufa. What is Alufa
used for?
Used for soap.
Holy fuck, dude.
Bubbles.
A lot of people were saying that this could potentially be Khalifa, but I think in the timeline, Khalifa is already undercover with Iceberg at this moment. I think
she has a twin,
but this could be her sister. She could have a sister.
She could have a clone.
She could have a clone. She could. But the names sound like too similar for there to not be some connection. Now, I don't think the connection is that this is Khalifa, but I do think that the connection is they're related. Potentially. I mean, Alufa, Khalifa. I mean, rearranging it. Come on, dude. Come on. I don't want this panel to go untalked about either because this shit was so fucking sad.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about her hotness.
Oh well, that too. I mean, she's fine. If you had to like choose right between courting Alpha or courting Khalifa, who would you court?
I don't know. Alpha. I mean, she definitely like, you know, obviously she's like, oh, like the nurse outfit, the whole nurse thing. She is still like cutthroat though, you know?
Right.
Because I would say Khalifa's kind of cutthroat too. You know,
Right.
she's got that dummy mommy vibe. But I think they both have that. So I don't know.
Right.
I mean, they look exactly the same. So
They
yeah.
do look a lot alike.
Yeah.
They do look a lot alike. They do. I do want to make a poll. Just want to ask, you know, everybody else, if you were to respectfully court either of these.
Rui said, I hate her.
The poll is live. Who would you rather respectfully court? Khalifa or Alpha? I would say, honestly, Khalifa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nice romantic bubble bath.
Khalifa has natural cleanliness.
Oh, it's going head to head. I see it going back and forth. They're duking it out. It's literally changing back and forth, back and forth.
Caden with the dono. Thank you, Caden.
Let's go.
Luffy's mom.
Holy shit.
I painted that Mehgan from Twitter a few days ago, by the way. Oh, is that you, Caden? Caden?
That was Caden? For real?
What the hecky? That was so sick. What the hecky?
Let me see if I can find that real quick. That was awesome.
Yeah,
dude.
thank you for that. That's freaking goated. What the heck?
It was based on a cosplay, a Perona cosplay that Mehgan did. And speaking of Perona, we get to see Perona in this chapter too.
I know.
We get to see everybody in this chapter.
It's a win.
What the
It's
fuck?
a
Why
win.
are Emily,
I retweeted that.
Taz, and Jacob dressed up as Chopper right here?
Why not?
I mean, why not? For sure. It's something cart. Tokyo.
You're just not gonna play.
I mean, I guess I could play
You're gonna play it on silent. They're doing the Mario Kart in Tokyo. You know, you could do it in the streets. In Japan.
Oh, I did hear about that. I heard about that. Yo. Okay, this music is. I don't know if it's
Yeah, you
safe.
could just mute it, and watch them. I want those onesies so bad. What the heck?
This is a wonderful.
Oh, Taz,
my God. Bro, Jacob can just pull off everything, dude. He can just pull off everything. Taz can too, but come on, dude. This looks dope, dude.
I need that onesie. What the fucky?
Anyway, sidetrack. Sorry about that. I just saw that in the.
Go to our profile.
Yeah.
The person, the person logo. The person. I
got it. I got it. And then I want to show. I saw Beans' thing too. We meant to show it yesterday, but we'll show it today.
Oh yeah,
I
we're
think
gonna show
makes
it
more
today.
sense to show it today. So this is the art that they are speaking of. Caden absolutely fucking crushed it, dude.
I love this. This is amazing. Can I post this on my Instagram? Can I post this on my Instagram, my IG page?
Yeah. Shout out Caden.
Thank you, Caden.
And while we're here, I just want to show this. This is from Beans. This is so funny, dude. On the subject of Vega Punk too, you saw him scribbling away.
Like
This
last week, I went on that whole rant of like Vegapunk and he's just a fucking menace to society.
Yeah.
And he just chose these outfits and was like, "Oh, these are perfect." And it's, I've got just the outfit for you. This would be hilarious. This needs to be on like a T-shirt or something. This
Bro,
is,
it's
like,
so much
fucking
crazier
funny.
when you see these images combined.
No, yeah.
Because and
I
what
mean,
Beans drew because
yeah.
it makes sense like canonically, and his character design, like his tongue is out. His tongue is dragging the floor, and you just see Robin's ass. And this is an official, the one in the background is an official image from the anime, and you just see Vegapunk, I've got an outfit just for you.
Bro, it's insane. I mean, the skin tight one, like we said, like the one that Lilith is wearing, like that is definitely more tasteful. She's just snatched.
She's
snatched, so
yes.
she looks like that because of the skin tight suit. So, you know, but the other ones, man, I mean, it's wild. It's absolutely wild. And we did want to show something as well that we did talk about yesterday on our community live. If you just wanted to pull that up one more time,
What?
The other photo of
Oh, I just want to shout out to Beans.
Sorry.
This post from Beans. Beans is the artist responsible for the Gagunk tees, which are only going to be available for one more month, the month of December. You can check that out. Link in the description below. But shout out Beans, super talented artist, and shout out Caden. That piece of artwork, almost like painting, I want to call it, like a digital painting of Mehgan, is so awesome too. You guys are literally the best community on YouTube. It's the one I'm thinking of, right? I think this is the one that Mehgan wanted to show again. I thought I bookmarked it. I bookmarked a bunch.
You're not on the bookmark page, though.
Oh, you're right. I bookmarked a bunch of stuff about this specific chapter. Oh yeah, I want to show that too. You're talking about this one right here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This is important, I think.
I mean, you didn't get it out of your system yesterday.
No, I need to talk about it like every day. So I just wanted to show this for you guys. This is just another concrete, piece of evidence to Frobin and the Frobin ship. They always are paired together. And in this photo specifically, Frankie, he's taken in the view. He's taken in the view of his woman. Yeah. His woman. Okay? He's like, damn, girl. Like, this is the only reason why I'm like, okay, this outfit's a win. Not because of it, but for like Frankie and his win.
It's a win for Frankie.
Woman. Yeah, it's a win for Frankie. And if it's a win for Frankie, it's a win for me. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
And everyone said like, well, anyone will be doing that. But like, look at, she's like, mm-hmm.
But Frankie is the one doing it.
He's the one doing it. And she's like, I accept this from you, but no one else.
Ending the poll, it looks like Khalifa did win. Khalifa won 72%. Alpha or Alufa, 27%. I was gagunked, dude. I was gagunked. And to get to some more super chats before we continue on, thank you guys again so much. Jonathan R. With a super chat. I know I might be alone on this, but F Alpha.
Oh, shit.
Any of those CPs are trash people. She was saying she'd kill Bonnie right away. I don't vibe with her. You know what, Jonathan R? You're absolutely right.
I mean, I don't vibe with her either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
But
F her. No, like screw, like shit, like forget her. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
Okay. Ramona Villa, thank you so much for the dono. Both Alufa and Khalifa would reject Losh with violence. Unfortunately, he would love it.
Losh for real.
Thank you, Ramon. I'm just not even going to respond. All right, let's jump back in. Let me see. Switching over. Where do we leave off? Where is my...
Where do we leave off? She said, I'm going to snap her in half.
Yeah.
Don't forget that a child is such a fragile thing. Crushes the soda can.
Yeah, fuck her.
It wasn't honestly a soda can, obviously. It was something else.
And then this line too, dude. Come on.
Oh.
Kuma, just telling Bonnie, I'm so glad you were born. And this one too, I didn't want to forget the one above, which was where he's kind of like, where Bonnie is saying, like, I want to travel to all sorts of places together. And it's just a close up and an inner, monologue or piece of dialogue from Kuma saying, I really would have loved that. Like, it's so fucking sad. But this, I'm glad you were born. What it symbolizes really is so many things. That Kuma is and no one's disagreeing with this, but Kuma is Bonnie's father. And, and he is, he doesn't like associate like the horrible things that happened to Ginny with Bonnie, nor should he. She is innocent in all of it. But he's able to look at her and smile and love her, despite, I forgot, there was a movie, it was so fucking dark, dude. It was a movie called Room, and it was with Brie Larson. And it was kind of like a similar situation where a child was born because of this horrible sort of act. And the mother, Brie Larson's character, obviously loved her child regardless. But the parents in that movie had a really hard time around the child. And, it's a really tough movie. It's a really fucking sad movie. But this is a beautiful moment because, again, children, and Bonnie specifically in this instance, is innocent in all of it and deserves love. And Kuma has given her that and so much more. And it's beautiful. It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Man, heavy stuff, dude.
I know.
Heavy stuff. Yeah. Yamil Diaz, the best One Piece daddy. Yeah. Zaddy, daddy, the best father. Yeah. Japanese Jim said, do you guys like Jacob Usopp's music? I don't think I've heard it. Maybe we'll listen to it.
I've heard it on, I think Taz posted a story, or Taz posted an Instagram video where he was like listening to it in the car. Really? And he's like, I love starting my mornings like this.
So fucking cool, dude. He's so fucking cool. All right, let me cut to the rest of the world. And this is the last time that Kuma will be able to see Bonnie. Which is another layer on top of all of it already. But we cut to everybody else in the world reacting to the tyrant Kuma, a member of the Revolutionary Army, which I don't even know how many people knew of that, but he had been labeled the tyrant. They were all shocked that he became a warlord, a dog, a government dog, essentially. And we get to see Doflamingo, like a young Doflamingo. Croc, Miss All Sunday Fit comes back. We get to see Robin, Alvida, Mihawk. Where's my?
Just killing some time.
And the panel of Mihawk is straight from the live action. It is, dude.
Just killing some time.
It really is, with the explosions and everything.
yeah. And then we get to see Ace chilling with Whitebeard, Blackbeard, and
Marco,
Jinbei and Marco. Like, damn, dude, this is a party. I mean, minus Teach. This is a party I want to fucking be at right here. Dude,
heavy on the minus. Heavy on the minus.
Heavy on the minus. This is why I don't think it's Jinbei, because so they finally found a replacement. That's great news, Jinbei. He is like saying that to Jinbei, but I think Jinbei is still a warlord at this time, if I'm not mistaken. We cut to Boa being beautiful. Everybody, what's so funny? Everybody has so much to say, is the point. Everybody is full of feelings about this incident, except for one speechless individual.
It's not about the story. It's about agenda.
Just kidding. In all seriousness, Dragon is probably super fucked up right now. More so than anybody else that we've seen.
Yeah.
Because he's the only one that at this point had an actual personal relationship with Kuma. And I'm sure he's smart enough to deduce that something must have happened, because he was going around, like, he's the one who set up the Vega Punk meeting in the first place. So I'm sure he's not dumb, and he knows the government like did something.
See, this is like you writing for what he could have said.
It is funny though that, like, even last week we were saying,
you
like,
sound like a girlfriend, like trying to like rationalize her boyfriend's like mindset of like doing something wrong. He's like, well, he does care about me, and that's why he did it. I think he did X, Y, and Z because he actually does love me. Like, that's how fucked up you are.
It's not about the story. It's about agenda.
Because you were like, yeah, like, look at this fool, and then you're like, but actually, I think, and it's like you're just writing what he could have said, but he's deep in thought. You're giving him that credit. Maybe you're saying it in his mind.
I mean, he has to be hurting. He has to. Come on, dude.
He hurts in a different way.
He does.
He's a Revolutionary Army leader. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have time for feelings.
Yeah.
He's got to do what he's got to do.
But I'm sure he's feeling something pretty intensely right now, and he
follows logic.
He doesn't have time to act on it, or he's not going to make any crazy moves right now, but he's going through it. I think it's funny because in the last chapter we were saying like, 1100 is such a milestone, and Dragon was in chapter, like that whole moment where he saved Luffy was in chapter 100, and he's so heavily involved in like this flashback. 1100 might be Dragon like finally doing something. It's just so funny that like so many people were like, he might finally do something. And in this chapter, it's literally just the smallest panel and ...
Dwayne said, anyways, where are we at with that training, Sabo?
He just, and you know what it is? It's actually, the translation is actually, damn, that's crazy.
Damn, that's crazy.
And,
anyway, Sabo, where are we at with that training? And people are pointing out, obviously, the Jolly Roger on, I mean, oh my God.
On Kuma's ship, yeah. Good to see your girl. Give us a Perona laugh. Good to see your girl.
Finally, fuck.
Moria looks fucking like wild.
Yeah,
dude.
is he
like,
sleeping? Is he?
Yeah, he's laying down. Yeah.
Okay.
But Jesus, dude. Fuck, man. Like, at least cover yourself with a blanket or something.
He's relaxing.
I mean,
he's in his own home with his daughter.
I mean, it's just, whatever.
He's spread eagle.
He's freaking like, he's just full fupa on the fucking bed. I mean, it's just there. It's just there. It's not very.
Stop.
It's not very flattering. Is all.
Would it be? It would be a fuda.
Why?
It wouldn't be a fupa.
What is the acronym? What does it stand for?
I thought.
But why are you? What's the T for?
I said D.
Oh, D. Oh, I get it. Yes, Kuma's.
What's the T for?
Kuma's Jolly Roger is the drawing that Bonnie made. Super sad. Super.
Kuma. Oh my God, I hate the fucking. Oh my God, the letters. I can't.
Yeah, and we're assuming that these letters never made it to Bonnie, right? But curiouser and curiouser at the very end, we see Luffy running away from a tiger, which is funny because there's a panel of Roger doing the same exact thing. And he gets a call. Kuma, come in. You have new commands from the government. What is your current location? I'm in the East Blue. What are my orders? And that's where the chapter ends. Why is he there?
Vi.
I'll show the panel here. Now, I just want to say that a lot of people were saying that the government could be ordering him to go there, but he's already there. He's already there when they call him. So I don't think this has anything to do with the devil fruit that Luffy ate, like at least on the world government's sort of end.
Maybe he's seeing Shanks?
Shanks wouldn't be here. I don't think. I don't even think. I don't even know like who really would be. Maybe would Garp be there?
Not really.
And again, it could be the whole gray terminal situation
to take out Luffy.
I don't.
Guido, that's crazy.
And I even, because I was really racking my brain. You guys know I'm really bad at timelines, so I was really trying to figure out like where Luffy's at. And I think this is like a couple years, like just a couple years, because Ace is already gone. Obviously, we saw that earlier in the chapter. And he's already been at sea, I think, for a year at that point. So Luffy is like, I think like 2-ish years away from starting his journey. I could be wrong about that.
Yeah, Luffy is a teen at this point. Yeah, he is.
So he's already ate the fruit. It happened a long time ago. I don't know. And Luffy doesn't like, I feel like Luffy would remember coming across Kuma because Kuma's a very memorable person. So will he end up like going to the shore, docking, or will he end up leaving because of the orders that he got from the world government? And is the idea that he was just so close to Nika, in this moment? I don't know. I wonder. I don't know. I just wonder what will happen in the next chapter. Like, is he going to turn around or is he going to, go on land? I don't know. But that's another thing I want to ask. So if anybody has any thoughts on that, please let me know.
We'll be right back
You'll be right back.
What?
Are you going to the bathroom?
Why did you repeat what I said?
No, I thought you said we'll be right back.
Oh, I said I'll be right back.
Oh. I like getting under Megan's skin. It's a hobby. It's a hobby. And she gets under mine on purpose too. Okay? Don't get it twisted. All right? I'll wait till Mehgan comes back to start going through the super chats, but I'll just look at everything else right now. Maybe Garp is there, said Dwayne. Luffy's a teen at this point. D. Kuma is the father of Makino's baby. That's headcanon. That's headcanon. Kobe is with Alvida too. That's a good point, Beans. Yes. They're looking for Gaimon. That's such a specific number. That's the $64,000 question. What was Kuma doing in the East Blue? It was post Shanks and Devil Fruit for Luffy. As you see the scar below his eye, this is before Luffy gets in the barrel, but after Ace sets off. It's such a specific period of time. Yeah, I don't know.
She said we'll. No, I said I'll.
I'm just telling you what I heard.
I need to hear it.
All right, let's get to some super chats real quick, and then we'll kind of go through the chapter a little bit more with everybody. Shout out to, I believe we left off at Hassan Batla.
That's more?
Shout out. Can we take a moment to appreciate how Oda consistently writes children and their innocence like every damn time my heart can't take this? Yeah, man. I mean, it's without question, the Korra Law, Robin, Saul, and this Kuma, Bonnie, like these are top 3 without question.
Yeah,
without question. Are you good?
Yeah.
What?
My dad's texting me about a puppy right now.
Oh, shooty.
Oh, shooty.
Do you want to take it?
No.
You can take it.
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Did he send you a picture?
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh my God. Where did he find it? Hold on. This camera here. Is it online or at a shelter?
No, his coworker.
Oh.
You guys, should I do it? Ah! Okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt it. I'm just like, puppy get. Oh my gosh, you guys. She's so cute.
How much?
This is my first Christmas without my childhood dog.
That was also a pug.
Who is also a pug. Great dog. Rest in peace, Yoshi. I miss him all the time. And yeah. Anyways.
What's the amount? Like what's the price?
$400.
Damn. That's not too bad though.
It's no, for a pug, no. Pets are too much effort. Yeah, they are, but I've wanted one.
Too.
Puppies too. Okay. Yeah,
Anyway, Ramon with a super chat as well.
Losh for real.
We are at most months away from Luffy departing. Ace is already a Whitebeard pirate. He spent less than a year with Whitebeard. Okay. He looks so young in that panel.
Yeah.
Let me see. I want to pull up some things I have bookmarked that I think are really interesting surrounding this chapter. One of which is a moment with Roger. I mean, look at this, dude. Come on. Pirate King shit right here. King of the pirates. Bruh.
But the difference is Luffy's doing that shit as a teenager.
Right.
And Roger's a grown-ass man.
Right.
And I like the difference between the tiger and the lion,
Ooh, maybe that's symbolic too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's because lions are kings of the jungle. What are tigers? What do they symbolize?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this was super cool. There was some other stuff I wanted to pull up too. This is the panel I was talking about. So this is from Worst Gen HQ on Twitter. I mean, cooking. They were cooking, dude. Imagine the 3 who were responsible for the chaos and almost end of the Straw Hats and Saboti, all three turn against the world government and ultimately sacrifice themselves so that the Straw Hats plus Bonnie plus Vegapunk can escape from Saturn and company. This symbol really hits hard. I'm going to get stronger than all of them. I mean, it's just crazy, dude. Like how connected they all are. And that, again, Egghead really is mirroring Saboti in so many ways. And it's such a callback to that arc in so many ways. Like, damn. So shout out Worst Gen HQ Heat. Cooking with gas. There was a couple other things that I wanted to pull up. Dude, I am so hungry. I really should have ate. I kind of regret it. Oh, a lot of people are saying that Whitebeard, and it's probably because we get to see Whitebeard again in this chapter, is probably Buccaneer too. And this picture,
it's the chin.
Yeah, dude.
The chin.
Can Oda just confirm this in an SBS or something, dude? And does that mean that if Weevil is Whitebeard's biological child, that he has a little bit of Buccaneer in him too? He's a little Buccaneer boy. But come on, dude. It's the chin and it's the size. They're the same size. They have the same face shape. Come on, dude. Look at the actual shape of the chin, the sort of like muscles, I guess, or whatever the fuck it is around his mouth. He has to be Buccaneer. And people are also saying maybe Dadan is Buccaneer too. I don't know about that necessarily, but she big. She could be. She could be. What do we think? That would be perfect, said Winston. That's a Buccaneer chin, said Miles. It really is.
I've ever seen it.
It really is.
I have ever seen it.
Tess said, I don't want Kizaru out this arc, though. I want more from him. And I think we're going to see more. I think we're going to see him after he kind of wakes up and comes to, have to, make a choice. Make a choice to either help Saturn or help Vegapunk, which in turn would be helping the Straw Hats. Here's that other tweet that I mentioned from giving credit to Gold D Ace. Ace in 3 years. Every time, like, I don't know, man. Oda shows Ace again. I mean, it's all like in Wano and here, like every time he just gets like you said, more and more goated. In 3 years of piracy, he had all 3 types of hockey, endured Shanks' hockey burst, defeated a vice admiral, defeated an unknown warlord, clashed with Yamato equally, got a draw versus Jinbei, gave Whitebeard a good fight, and blocked Aokiji's attack. What the fuck? Who is this man? Who is this man?
Insane.
Isn't that crazy?
Insane.
That's fucking nuts. Yeah.
He's a madman. He's that guy. He was that guy.
He really was that guy. What else? There was something else. So the questions I want to ask you guys are, and I'll put them in a maybe we'll actually take advantage of not the poll but like a Q&A function in the chat, and I'll ask the question. Let me see if I can do that right now. The question: what is Kuma doing at Fuchsia Village? So this is a Q&A, meaning that it creates a separate tab that we can kind of cut to keep all of everyone's answers in one place. So if you have any ideas, type them out. And like I said, we'll be able to access them easily. Jumping back to a few more super chats. Where did we leave off? Mike Smith. Where's my sound? Praise Kuma. Which way of supporting this channel lets you keep the most of the cash donated? Super chats, memberships, merch sales. Mike, shout out. Thank you so much for being a member for 19 months. And to answer your question, and that's such a nice question. It is probably the super chats are definitely helpful. Super helpful. Actually, the thing with the idea, I guess, with memberships is that if someone supports long term, then over a period of time, that could, I guess, like accrue or whatever. But like, I think the cut is about the same. I would honestly maybe say super chat. I would say, if I had to say, but memberships are also like super helpful. The merch sales maybe is like the least, because we make our merch as cheap as possible so that it's more affordable, and we do end up taking a cut on the profit because of that. So I would say merch sales last. Super chats and memberships are the most. I guess like we would, I guess, get the most from that. But the merch is like a way to like give you guys something too. So we take less of a cut on that. We don't mind that. Mike Smith, speaking of, with a member.
Mike Smith.
A super chat, actually. Let me give another praise Kuma
and
to Mike
donation.
Smith.
Thank you so much. You guys got a Venmo? I want to keep Big Brother YouTube out of your wallet. Damn, Mike!
Let's go. You know what's so funny, Mike, is I really do appreciate this, because as a server, I used to love and appreciate when I would, when I used to wait tables, people would ask me, is it better to leave cash or is it better to like tip on the card?
Cash.
And it's always better to tip cash.
Cash is king.
Yes, because they do take a cut out of it. And even in the systems, the computer systems, at the end of the day, when you're like doing all of your reports or whatever, it like forces you to take out a certain amount. It takes all your sales and assumes that everybody tipped a certain amount, and you automatically have to claim that amount.
Yeah.
Whether people tipped you that way or not. So cash always helps that way. But damn, Mike, I mean, shit. I mean, maybe I could spam it. I mean, I appreciate it. That's fucking insane. Yeah. Yeah. Give me 1 second, and I'll figure that out. Because we appreciate it, dude. I mean, we really do. Matthew Lane.
Matthew.
Shout out Matthew. Luffy won't remember Kuma if Kuma pushed out his memory with his fruit. We did see. Oh my God, Matthew. Oh my God. Because you're right, dude. The whole like memory aspect of his ability was revealed to be a thing this arc. So could that, but why would Kuma, I don't know, because that would create, I think, potentially like certain plot holes. Or not plot holes, but like, why wouldn't Kuma do that to other people? Because that would be very convenient for people to do. Maybe it requires like certain stipulations. I don't know. But it's not bad. I do like it, but I just think if Kuma could go around doing that to everybody, it would be super convenient. I don't know. But shout out Matthew. Shine ye yint. Let's go. Member for 12 months, a year, baby.
Wow.
It's your kitchen. That's a more?
Wow, a year. Damn, late to the live again. This chapter is so good. I think something big is going to happen in chapter 1111. Chapter 1111.
Wow. Yeah.
That'd be crazy, dude.
Ooh.
1111. Shout out Shine Ye Yint.
Shout out. Thank you. That's awesome. That's crazy.
And then I think one more just rolled in from Ramon.
Bro, losh for real.
Kuma saw Luffy for the first time in TB. He said, Thriller Bark, he said, so this is your son dragon, to himself. Great point. He said that to himself. So even that would kind of take away from him erasing Luffy's memories, because he himself, Kuma himself, doesn't remember seeing him. So yeah, he doesn't, I don't think he comes across him at all. Okay. Let's go over to this Q&A. Let's see if anybody's... Okay. Ramon, great. Says he was doing Makino. This is what these are answers to why Kuma was going to Fuchsia Village. Ramon said to do Makino. Zachary Burner, the world government found out about Shanks bringing the Gum Gum to Luffy, and Kuma is sent to kill Luffy or take the fruit back. The only thing, Zachary, with that is that Kuma was already there. That's what kind of, and maybe we're just hearing the dialogue in a way that, like, you know, is more like a narration, kind of like showing Kuma pull up. But the way it played to me was that he was already kind of sailing about, and he was there, and then he got the call. Does that make sense? So if the government was telling him to do that, then he would have been somewhere else. I mean, maybe it's coincidence that he's there too, and they're like, "We need you to go do this." And he's like, "What a coincidence! I'm fucking here right now. That's crazy.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's fucking crazy.
It's actually freaking crazy."
Doran Rostuvia saying, "Getting some bomb ass grub."
Ooh.
Him and Makino are going to dinner, having a nice dinner, maybe. You know?
It's too soon.
Ty said, checking up on Luffy for Dragon, or following up on something related when they went to the Goa Kingdom previously, back when they rescued Sabo. I think, though, like everybody else had mentioned, or a few people had mentioned earlier, Dragon does not talk about Luffy. Ivankov did not know about Luffy, which leads us to believe that Kuma wouldn't know about Luffy. So I that's why that's kind of tricky, too. Ramon saying, for real, probably Kuma wanted go to Goa Kingdom, his friend's country, before he lost his mind. I mean, that's very sweet. Tess, Kuma going back home to check on Luffy's mom, his previous lover. Oh. Or maybe, because, you know, Dadan's kind of big, too. She's got this, she can handle it. You know what I mean? She can handle that buccaneer. Oh. So, you know, maybe he was, maybe he had a thing. Him and Dadan had a little thing going on. Maybe. Oh my God. Alberto Rowe, do you think Kizaru is going to betray the world government or help Vegapunk Bonnie? I think he's going to. I think in helping Vegapunk and Bonnie, he is betraying the world government, and I think that that's probably going to happen. But I agree with what Mehgan said. It's going to be in his own way, where it's not going to be this like super outright act of defiance. It's going to be more of him like kind of doing something in a low key kind of way.
Kevin Hinyosa said he was just killing time.
Oh, shit. That's a fucking...
Just killing some time.
That's a good point. All of Kuma's actions about his daughter got to Dragon, and he told Kuma to check on him, maybe, to visit Dragon's wife. Dazul, I think, yeah. I think someone else said that earlier, too, but, I mean, Test. his previous lover. But maybe Dragon, I mean, I don't know. Maybe meeting a former slave from God Valley. That's from Erland. Beautiful like Kuma is going to stop Josh. Yeah, that's actually...
Bro, Losh for
that actually
real.
makes sense. Could be meeting Dragon and learns of Luffy. Dragon shares this. Shares that. Bro, as like father to father, bro. This button gets in the way. I can read.
Does sometimes. It does. It does. I'll yeah.
I can read. Anyway, thank you guys for your input. Let me switch back over here. There was something else that I wanted to ask too. Oh, okay. This is going to be a poll though. Will Kizaru betray the world government? This is important. This is a big one, and then we'll get to our predictions. Betray the world. I'm gonna just put WG. Yes or no? It's that simple. Let us know.
Do you want me to end the Q&A?
We can keep both going at the same time. I guess we could pop back over a little bit later.
We did get a member comment from Luis Segura. Thank you.
Damn, son,
Let's
where'd you
go.
find this?
Oda has me on the verge of tears every chapter during this stretch. By the way, 12 months of Win community members gifting me memberships. Good smell.
Oh, good smell.
Good smell.
Let's go.
Flavor.
Damn, that's crazy.
Oh, dude, 12 months. 12 months of the W community members gifting me memberships. Oh my God, that's so sick. That's so sick. Damn, Luis winning for real, said Kimchi. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
62%, yes. Please vote if you have any thoughts or feelings about what Kizaru will end up doing. Because I find this to be the most interesting question. Before though, we get into and we're gonna let this ride, this poll and the Q&A. If you have any thoughts on that, we'll check back in later. Before we get into our segment, Heavy is the Head That Wears the L, where we make our predictions as to what is going to happen next and stamp some things as W's and L's. There is something that, I have prepared that I would like to play. And it's like a little memorial. It's a little memorial for Kuma. So give me 1 second. And I think it's ready to go. Actually, I might have fucked this up. Hold on. Sorry. Shit. Hold on. Give me a second. Shit. Fuck. I think I did fuck this up. Hold on.
You got it.
Shit.
Will Garpa be on the island? I don't know.
Let me try this. Hold on. Bear with me.
Memorial's loading, everyone.
Oh shit! It's not letting me
play it
because I didn't. It might have to play. And then I might have to pause it. Yeah, because it's not gonna have any sound. So let me just do this. Do this. This. And these.
I think Akainu might turn at the very end. That would be very interesting.
All right, here it is.
Okay.
This should be ready, able to hear it. For the best dad. For the best dad in One Piece.
Praise Kuma.
I don't know why that's so funny to me. I have an outfit I made just for you. But for real though, Kuma's the best dad in One Piece. Hands down. No competition. I don't know why that's so silly to me.
Silly.
Oh man. There it is. There it is. There it is. It was worth it.
Wow.
It was worth it. Mehgan advised me against it. Mehgan advised me against it, but it was worth it.
Bro, chill with the memoriam. Kuma ain't dead yet.
No, it's just like to pay respect. And his consciousness is like Vega Punk said, I mean, it would be as if I was killing him. His consciousness is no longer with him. So yeah.
Damn.
Praise Kuma.
Praise Kuma.
Praise Kuma.
All right, you ready to get into our segment?
Yes.
All right, let's end this poll first. Ending the poll now. And 65% of people are saying that yes, Kizaru will betray the world government.
Woo!
And 34 saying no. I am inclined to believe the yeses on this one. I do think that is going to happen. All right, without further ado, let me set this up. We will get into our segment. Heavy is the head that wears the L. But I do have to get the the book and the stamp. So give me 1 second.
Why didn't I get to vote? I don't know why. What happened? Ursa shocked with sadness, for real. For real. Yeah, we're going into, I literally forgot what I wrote last week. I wrote something, I think like Bonnie was going to get captured or something, so that's definitely an L.
Well, not really. She did get taken by the world government.
But not like kidnapped, though. ASMR channel. You gotta be on the Patreon for that. True. We're gonna start doing ASMR videos on Patreon. Oh, I wish I could use your camera so they could see the producer working hard at work. He's really hard at work right now. He's editing some of our videos off into the distance, and he's just making sure everything runs smoothly. Maybe I can get that for you guys. We'll see. Who knows? But really hard at work. Miles said, I need Akainu to stay bad, blindly sticking to his ideas despite everything. Kuzan, Isho, Borsellino, having the change of heart makes narrative sense. Says Sakazuki changing doesn't.
He does seem though. He does. Akainu does seem like really frustrated with the world government though. Like he seems like really tired of like following their orders. So there is kind of like those seeds planted. Oh, let me put these fucking things back in. Nope, wrong ear. What the fuck? What the fuck? There we go. I got new headphones. And they're a little weird, but they're cool. They're like more noise canceling, but they have these things on them that make it hard to get in my ear. All right. Let's see what our predictions from last week were.
So, Saturn will show up and force Vega Punk to...
Go ahead, keep going.
I couldn't read it.
Oh.
To take Kuma's consciousness.
Oh, my handwriting is that bad?
No, because your hand was on the...
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Even if it's
he
not...
doesn't want me to read because he's jealous of how much I can read.
That's true.
Kuma's consciousness and... Oh, yeah, it is bad. And while Kuma
Saturn will show up and force Vega Punk to take Kuma's consciousness. I got that part right, kind of. I mean, he showed up in like...
He did it willingly, though.
The Din Din Mushi, yes. But then the second part is where I got it wrong. Turn him into a weapon while Kuma is unconscious. He will wake up and the procedure will be done. So that is an L. The first part was right, that Saturn did force Vega Punk to do it. And I should have left it at that. But I really thought, again, with how dark it had been so far, that it was going to continue down that road by it happening while Kuma was unconscious.
And then mine was Booney. Bonnie is kidnapped during Kuma's surgery.
That's an L too.
That is an L. But you know what isn't?
What?
Bonnie will be used as leverage in order to make Kuma go through with his cyborg procedure. That's a W.
That's
Again, I can just make it very, like, the obvious ones. That's how I'm going to get the wins, you know?
That's how, I mean, hey, you're playing a smart game. I don't know what game I'm playing, but that's one L for me.
Josh got to split those theories up into 3 separate theories.
Right.
Yeah, you have to like I kind of it wasn't a part of it, so either one.
That's true.
You have to split them up.
So you go ahead and stamp the Bonnie is kidnapped during Kuma's surgery. That's an L for you. 2 L's. Is there anything over here?
Vega Punk will cure Bonnie in exchange for Kuma's consciousness.
Vega Punk.
That's a win.
But
it's a win.
I don't know if it's a win because it came from the Gorsei. It didn't come from Vega Punk.
But Vega Punk did it.
Vega Punk wasn't asking for that though. So I don't know if I would even give myself a W for that. It's not an L. Bonnie is held by the world government and they don't let her father see her. Literally kidnapped. That's from Ramon. So But
that was during Kuma's surgery.
Right.
It
So
wasn't
she added the
in
stipulation,
general.
yeah. And you would have had it too if you would have just worded it a little bit differently. You would have had it. All right. So predictions for this chapter. Anything? I'm gonna write that theory down about the man marked by flames. I think there's some other stuff in here about the man marked by flames. So my first one is going to be the warlord that Ace took out is the man marked by flames. And I think that might contradict something I wrote down earlier, but All right, that's one. My other question is, I'm gonna just add this too. Whitebeard is a Buccaneer. I'm writing that one down. I'm playing to win. Kizaru will betray the world government, but not the Marines. Like how will he do that though? I don't know. Like I don't think he'll be the one. I think, does Luffy need to be the one to take out Saturn? I do think that he does. And I don't think Vegapunk is surviving. But I also don't think that Kizaru would die. But I do think in some way, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm just going to put in some way. I keep it vague. Ugh. I feel like that's kind of cheating, but whatever. And then my final one is Kuma will not land, like will not will not, like he won't end up going to the Goa Kingdom / Fuchsia Village. I think it might be just like a thing to show that like he was that close, like he was so close. But again, like Luffy doesn't. He even if he does, he doesn't come across Luffy. I mean, it might be. I don't know, but I'm gonna stick with that. Mehgan,
I don't have any.
Anything about Kizaru? Is there anything that you think, like a way that you think that he will betray the world government? You can add your name to that too. What do you think Kuma's doing at the end of the chapter? And I mean, those are the two, I guess.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, I don't know.
Romam. Dang, Josh's prediction is so bad, Mehgan can't even read it. Yeah, the handwriting is perfect. It's just such a bad prediction. Let me switch over to the questions. Let's see if we got any new answers here. He travels the world to find places to send people. This is from Will T. Shout out Will. Yeah, I mean that's a possibility too. Because he is saying that he was traveling to places that he would like to take Bonnie to, right? Like that was a part of what he said. I forgot exactly what he said in that letter. I'm doing my best to find interesting travel destinations for you when you turn 10.
Yeah, maybe it was just a coincidence.
Yeah.
But he said, I'm in the East Blue. What are my orders? So he's not just casually.
But he's not there because of the orders. He's just there.
He's in the area.
And then he gets the
he's
orders.
like, what are my orders?
Because they show Luffy here and they show Kuma, and I think that this to me feels like, again, just showing how close these worlds were to colliding way sooner than they actually did. And to kind of show like that Kuma was this close at a certain point in Luffy's life. He was this close to him. I think that's all it is. I don't think he's going to actually dock there. You said that how do you feel about Kizaru betraying the world government?
I mean, it could happen. I don't know.
just for the sake of writing one down.
I know. I might just lump mine because I can't. I
Okay.
don't have any.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hop on. You can hop on one of mine. I just want you to know
You're
what
gonna
you're
take it out.
yeah, you're about to take it out. Just keep that in mind. It's
Mr.
never.
Fan said, or is it like I'm here now, so what are my orders? That's kind of what I was implying. Like, where are you? It's like I'm in the East Blue, like you said. What do I? You told me to come here. What am I supposed to do?
Oh, prediction. When will the flashback end? Do you think that? Actually, I want to ask everybody too after you answer, because I do feel like the flashback could kind of end here.
I feel like the flashback could end.
I'm gonna go ahead and get that ready. I'm not gonna fire it off till you.
Once maybe like Bonnie becomes aware of what's happened to her dad.
Right. Will the flashback end with this chapter? I'll go ahead and fire it off now. Will the flashback end with this chapter, or are we going to get more flashback in the next chapter? I'll make another prediction and say that it's going to end. But if you think it's going to end, I want you to have that one.
There needs to be Bonnie finding out that Kuma is a robot. Yeah, I agree, Zigzag. Yeah. I mean, I'll just say the flashback will end in the next 3 chapters.
3? Okay. 3. All right. That's a lot. But go with your gut. Beans, there have been rumors that 1101 is the chapter that Oda wants to make a big deal. Interesting. I wonder. Okay. Could be. So I'm thinking it won't. We need to see why Kuma was protecting the Sunny and why he sent the Straw Hats off. Okay. That's a wide net. Just realized, didn't Sorbet get destroyed eventually? Could that have been done by CP8 World Government? Yeah. Because Bonnie is 12, and was she only supposed? Was the world government supposed to keep track of her forever? Were they keeping tabs on her?
They probably, yeah, I would think.
Because maybe she was never supposed to leave Sorbet at all. And she obviously did, and so they maybe destroyed Sorbet because of it. Bonnie is Luffy's mom. So I'm gonna this is Mehgan's right here. The flashback will end in the next 3 chapters. So this is Mehgan. I'm gonna write your name down next to that. And then I will write the flashback will end on this chapter, and I'll write the chapter number in parentheses. Yes. And that is me. All right. That's it. So to recap, mine are the world government, the warlord of the sea that Ace took out is the man marked by flames. Whitebeard is a buccaneer. Just wanted to throw that in there. Kizaru will betray the world government, but not the Marines in some way. Kuma will not end up going to the Goa Kingdom / Fuchsia Village. He won't end up there. He's just on the shore. And the flashback will end on this chapter. And then Mehgan, yours is the flashback will end in the next 3 chapters. There it is. There it is. Thus concludes our segment. Heavy is the head that wears the L. There it is.
L.
Let me see this poll. It's kind of changed, which is interesting. So I'm going to stop the poll now. This is asking if the flashback, will the flashback end with this chapter? 69, let's go, % of people said no, 30% yes. All right. Japanese Jim, love how what Akainu says to Bonnie after moving forward makes so much sense now. Again, Oda's a master. Oda's a master at what he does. Eddie Redman, 100, 1,000, 1,100 hints something. I wonder, Beans, where you saw that or where those rumors are coming from. It does seem like an odd number. I mean, if anything, I feel like 1,100 would be the chapter that he would want to make a big deal. But again, I also don't think Oda gets like super bogged down in that he wouldn't like rush something just because it's a milestone chapter. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, an incredible fucking chapter, dude. Let me make sure we're all caught up on everything else, which I think we are. Since we were showing off art the other day or yesterday, and this is a One Piece stream. Sorry. Don't get sad again. What a better time than to show Nat's art again. The Classy Foxy. Foxy. So many talented people in our community, dude. I want to draw. Can I reveal something here? I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I really want to do it. I really, really, really want to do it. As you guys know, I like to, if I can and have the time, I like to draw art for all the different series that we cover. And with the release of the Egghead trailer, and me, like, I really love the art style. I know they're a little more, what is it, like lanky, or what's the rubber hose? Is that what it is?
Style animation.
Yeah. I love that. I think it looks so sick. I really want to like redo or just do like an alternate version of our like done piece art of like me and you in like Egghead fits. That'd be cool. So that when we do react to those episodes, or even as we continue to cover, the manga while it's in Egghead, we would just have that. I'm so geeked on the trailer and the anime finally getting there so soon.
I know.
I don't know for sure if I'm going to have the time or be able to do it, but I really want to. Okay. Well, I think I don't think we're forgetting anything. I think that is it. Overall, like I said, an incredible chapter. We'll see if the flashback continues. I don't think there's a break next week either. It didn't say break at the end of the chapter, so correct me if I'm wrong, but we are getting a
chapter.
Yeah, we are getting a chapter next week for sure.
I think.
Yeah, let us know.
There's no break.
Because, yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome if we got another chapter next week. But I think that's going to do it for our discussion. Thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys for, just being fucking amazing.
Philippe said, just don't let Egghead pick Mehgan's outfit.
Yeah, I don't let Vega Punk pick Mehgan's outfit. Damn.
I have the perfect outfit for you.
Mehgan, you said. I have a perfect outfit for you. Oh, yeah. So, there's going to be a new color spread, too.
Maybe next we find Luffy's dream. Oh, shooty.
Oh, shooty. All right, guys. That's it. Thank you again so much for giving us a space and being a part of this conversation, letting us come here and talk to all of you guys about this amazing story. It's the highlight of our week. We are so appreciative of everybody. We love all of you guys. The only thing left to do now is to get out of here on our outro. That is always the same and never changes. So we'll give each other, but usually it's Mehgan, time to think of what that could be. And even everybody in the chat, think of an outro, help us out. And in the meantime, we got another super chat from LJ916. What if Kuma is going to interact with Luffy to confirm he is the new Nika, and then he will reminded those memories? I think that was supposed to be
Reminded of those memories.
right.
Be reminded of those memories.
Right. So the only reason that I think it was Ramon who said it earlier, I think the only reason why that doesn't super track is because of the inner dialogue that Kuma had at Thriller Bark, where he sees Luffy for the first time in the story, at least, and says, "So this is your son, Dragon." And Luffy, it could be, I guess, right, that Luffy's memories could have been erased. It could be that could be a possibility, but why would Kuma react that way? Why would Kuma say that specific line?
Yeah.
If he himself had already met Luffy. So that's the only reason that doesn't 100% like line up. But yeah. Japanese Jim, your streams were so fun. Have a good day, y'all. Thank you, Japanese Jim. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jonathan R said, I have the perfect outfit for you. I think we didn't we do that as an outro for our community live yesterday? Or last week?
I think we did.
I think we did it
Yeah.
last week.
Make sure to back up your Gmail accounts. The policy starts tomorrow.
What policy?
What
dude?
policy?
Oh, dude, I don't know.
The heck?
Test. What policy? Test. What policy?
Thank you, Bonnie.
Yes. Kuma hid all his memories inside Luffy. Bro. And Konstantinos. That would be fucking crazy. That's some Doctor Who shit right there, dude. That would be crazy.
Happy birthday, Josh.
But he's going there in the past. He's going there in the past, though. Because that... Yeah. Who said that? Gabe? Thank you, Gabe.
Bro, Losh for real.
Pizza party time. Thank you, Winston. Happy early birthday, Josh. Thank you, Winston. I mean, I'm always down for a pizza party. Oh, pizza party time because they were eating pizza. Let's have a pizza party. I like yours, though, Mehgan. I like yours a lot. It's perfect.
Kuma with the Luffy flash drive. Being said.
All right, so it'll be thank you, Bonnie.
Mm.
And shout out Beans again. Link in the description to pick up a Gagunked G5 shirt for yourself.
Shirt, sweatshirt, hoodie. The list goes on. And they're only available this month, you guys.
December.
Yeah.
And then after December, they're gone.
Yeah, they're only available in 2023. 2023 exclusive. Before we get...
I mean, you're in the...
Whoa.
What?
What was that?
No, you're like doing the pitch in the background, and I'm like...
You're dancing to the pitch that I'm saying?
Yeah, I was... Yeah.
That was good.
It didn't seem like it. Like, it seemed like you were confused.
I was like, are you dancing to imaginary music? Like, are you pretending you're in the club with the Gagunk shirt on?
All of it. All of it.
Destroya said, speaking of the Doctor, what did you guys watch? The special with David Tennant?
Did.
If you go on our live yesterday, Josh did like an hour worth of Doctor Who content towards the end of the live. So if you want to check that out,
yes,
check that out, because
yes.
that is you guys don't know, people have been panicking because Google's going to delete inactive accounts that haven't been logged in for 2 years. Oh, I've been logged in.
Yeah, I stay logged in.
I've been plugged up.
Destroya. I'll try to timestamp it. We'll try to be better at that. But the stream, like Mehgan said, the community live from yesterday, full Doctor Who segment.
Yes.
Whole ass conversation. Loved it.
But thank you guys. We love you. We love you so much. We'll see you in December.
Is that really true?
What?
Oh yeah, because December. Oh, tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow's the 1st.
We'll see you in December, you guys. And then it's almost New Year's.
Damn, this year's flown by. All right, so thank you, Bonnie.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And until next time,
Thank you, Bonnie! And thank you guys for being fucking amazing. You guys are the best. Thank you for all the early birthday wishes, too. Thanks for hanging out with us.